all. Welcome to a brand new episode of Transform Talks. Transform Talk is an initiative by Transform Box where we bring in expert speakers to deliver knowledge. The chief guest for today's session is an entrepreneur. She is the CEO of Kleen Tech Solutions. She's an ICF Certified Life Coach, an author, a motivational speaker, above all, a wonderful mother. She loves to explore and live life to the fullest. Without further notice, let's welcome Mrs. Monika Yadav. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much for introducing me. It's really a pleasure to be part of this discussion.
Thanks for joining us, ma'am. It is an absolute pleasure to have you today with us. And the topic and the discussion today is Wheel of Life, a simple tool for understanding and evaluating life. Let's discuss further. The forum is open for discussion.
So, thank you, Monica, for coming in this show. So, my first question for this Wheel of Life conversation is, can you explain the concept of Wheel of Life in an easy, simple way? That what is Wheel of Life and why it is important?
The Wheel of Life is a circular structure you can see in a pictorial form, wherein we have different dimensions. Like one is the family and relations, second is your business, third is your health, fourth is spirituality, and then fifth is your society. So it has different shapes and different, you can say, the parameters depending on the requirement of a person. But in general, it covers major 6 to 7 aspects. And also you have grid starting from 0 till 10. So when we start this activity, we have generally handouts with us using pen. You can do the self-assessment, like where do I lie? If I say in spirituality, I am just a beginner. I know the concept, but I want to learn more. So I will say I am at 2. I will just shade it down. And on priority wise, I may keep it at second level, that I want to reach at 6. But it is not like you have to reach on all aspect to the 10. Okay. It's your choice again. What is your conscious like call or decision or choice in life? Where do you want to focus more? Like take example of a community. I don't want to be that much involved in that. So I'm okay. I'm at 3. I'm fine with that. But at the same time, in terms of my financials, I may have some requirement or some targets to be achieved. So that is like my topmost area. It could be education, it could be a marriage, or it could be anything. So that is my focus area and how I am taking it ahead. Like if I am at 3 and I have to reach 10, then I will have a detailed goal, plan, execution, and then you can say the recording the logs and doing that activity. So that's again an entire cycle of coaching wherein we go from requirement till assessment, and then it will be taken to a next level. So Wheel of Life helps an individual to make what is important for me, what is my likes and dislikes. So it contains all major aspect wherein I can choose what is more important. Being a person, whether I'm more family oriented or I have like career desire as at the topmost. So it's an individual choice. And when we assess ourselves, containing like Wheel of Life, it has a scale of 0 to 10. Where do I feel? The self assessment is the initial thing. And then I prioritize my thing. Like I want spirituality on the top because it is impacting my entire areas. It could be one. But for other person, financials are the choice. Because I enjoy that work. I believe like if I am financially healthy, it can be like affecting my other areas. So first is like choosing the area of self-assessment. Second is prioritizing and then start working on that. So there the role of a coach starts. Like if you select 2 particular areas, the coach will take you through that journey of like this is the limitation, these are the strength you have, how you can reach, where do you want to reach. The entire work is done by the client, but at the same time, the you can say the visibility of your future, that is being discussed by the coach.
Okay, so one more question. What is the significance of Wheel of Life in self-development and self-improvement?
So, unless and until I know what is my challenge or problem, I'm not aware. I am confused that I should improve, I should work. So everyone talks about health. Let's take example of health now. No one who is little aware knows that exercise is important. One should go for a walk, one should eat healthy. But how much dedication, the consciousness and discipline we have. So wheel of life, once we identify the area of concern, like my health and fitness is important, there could be like self awareness, or it is told by a doctor that if you don't stop now you can see the consequences later, right? Reason could be any, but individual should also go through the same process. Like when we build any habit, that starts with a zeal of like I want to do that. So it has a cycle of 21 days wherein you have to go each step by step. And how coach can help in that journey, he will be partner with you in just motivating you, asking you if you are lacking somewhere. They can guide you, not providing a solution, but also like you made a log every day. If you're going starting a walk, it's okay if you're walking for 5 minutes. Slowly and gradually you can increase it. So once that start is there, then you can go slow. The problem is people have that curiosity and you can say hurry of reaching early. And there is like you made a group of 4 or 5 people in within your friends, and you start competition. It's in a way it's very good, but at the same time it demotivates you if you're taking it in a positive way, because everyone's physical strength is different, right? If one is physically fit, they have more ability, but what you see is how many calories or steps or kilometers they have run. So when we start competing with ourselves, so that gives us more motivation and a consistent encouragement to do that activity. And once we finish like 21 days, then there is a cycle of 66 days, which is like including that as a part of your lifestyle. So generally, you must have seen people take a temporary phase, like I have to attend some wedding or I have to go somewhere, I should look smart and slim. But that's again temporary. The moment you lose it or you stop doing that, you will come back to the original shape. But when it becomes part of your lifestyle, how beautifully you understand the concept of like developing a habit. It's not only for the health, but also in other areas of your life. You can implement that.
Okay, wonderful answer. So, my
Thank
next question is how goal setting can be helpful in Wheel of Life, and how a person can set achievable goals to get some good impacts in their life using Wheel of Life.
So they say when we decide something, let's take example that I want to start coaching. I have studied, I have done my certification, I have to start coaching. I have to accept that it will not start in one day, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. I should not restrict myself with the timeline. And also, what you are contributing every single day to take that, you can say, the initiative to next level, like in terms of knowledge, in terms of motivation, in terms of networking, and also giving yourself a realistic goal. Generally we think large, we start large, and we end up losing like motivation in few days only. But it's okay when we say ourselves, let's be consistent. Like there are three key factors which I personally follow: discipline, consistency, and perseverance. So these three, if you follow in any area of your life, irrespective of, like, the process could be different, there could be different approach, but these are the key factors for an individual, wherein if you decide, then you plan and you go on. And also celebrating your failures, that's a new concept in a way. If I'm not able to do something, it's okay, perfectly fine. Don't punish or push yourself just because you're not able to do that. Let's start from where we have ended and keep going on that journey. So we generally talk to ourselves so much. Like, if we have achieved something, we keep on giving remarks that this is commendable, we have done that. But when in terms of failure, we are little reluctant to accept it, because nobody is perfect. There is nothing, as because social media, or you can say we ourselves, has created so much of barriers in our life. I want to be perfect. So what is the definition of perfect? Or I want to be rich. What is the definition of rich? Do anyone says that this much money, if you have, you will be rich? No, it's endless. The richest person in the world is being like is coming down to a ladder when anyone above him has acquired that status. So similarly, you need to start thinking in a way like, what is my desire, what is my end point, where do I want to reach? And when we give ourselves that feeling of continuous improvement, if now I usually deny the question if people ask me, like, where do you see yourself after 3 years or 5 years? I simply say that every day is a new day for us. We should give our best, and wherever we reach, I'm fine with that. But we never know the what is happening tomorrow, because we need to accept the changes, the uncertainty we have in today's time, outside world as well as internal world. So that is my philosophy. Like, no discouragement or any hard feelings for anyone, but this is how I lived.
So how to track the progress? Are there any apps available?
Yes, there are various apps, techniques. You can make your own logs also. So again, I personally suggest don't go for any jazzy app, because we will invest a lot of time and effort in that. But personally, if you're writing it down or you're noting in your computer or phone that how much I have acquired, what is my next status. So if someone is interested in ready-made apps, so there are tracking apps where you can log your details and keep following that. So that gives a little, you can say, the recognition or motivation for a person when they fill that detail. So that's a human psychology. When you start filling any log, I mean, preferably pen and paper is the best option, but people generally go for digital one. Even though you use any of the logging app, you can have your details there. You can set the parameters, like how in depth you want to record, or you just want to record the basic details. That's an individual choice. But every single day, even if you are missing, that should be recorded, that there is a break, and that's perfectly fine. Whatever is the reason, that's okay. You can continue from next day.
Okay. Can you tell us how our viewers can implement this wheel of life?
If a person is going and searching in YouTube or Google or somewhere else, like how to implement wheel of life, as I mentioned earlier, information is too much. The basic concept a person will move. So any educated person who has done work in this can be a guide to them. It could be your elders who know the concept. It could be any professional person who is doing that activity, but it should be in guidance, who knows that concept, because it will end up in a very confused state if we see too much of videos and theory. This challenge, I also feel at times when I go and search something in Google, you come out confused because nothing is concrete there. So I would suggest, if someone is well aware of this, they can start under their guidance.
Ma'am, you said there are like various dimensions. in wheel of life, right? It's like a spiritual, educational work or whatever it is. So can you tell how to prioritize the different areas with an example? For example, you can consider a 10-year-old kid, school-going kid, and a 45-year-old man who is working with two kids. So can you just tell how to prioritize different aspects?
First of all, like for a 10-year-old kid, it's very difficult to explain the concept of wheel of life. But as a parent, we can coach or we can guide our kids what is important for them. For them, like health is the topmost priority, wherein they should be part of physical activities as well as they will focus on their studies. So that's two parameters where a parent can guide their kids and they can prioritize that, because other areas are not so relevant. Though, again, like as they grow, the influence of other areas will also come. And when we take example of 45-year-old person, so they are at the stage where their career is already on the going. They may have aspiration to grow further. They have a family whom they need to take care. So 45-year-old man has majorly all the areas where they can focus on, like what is my priority. But as I mentioned earlier, it's an individual's choice and value system. So there is like what value matters most to me. I'm a family person, or I focus more on the financials, or I'm more spiritual, or I'm more community based. So you must have seen people who are working for NGOs or community or taking part in different activities. So that is the priority for them. Again, we cannot generalize like in different areas, like this should be the priority. That's why this coaching is individual based. It's for a person, it's not for a group. Though in you can say in a company or a group of agencies where they are doing similar kind of work, it can be grouped, but by law it is like individuals working, where a coach work with an individual, because I know what is my best desire and requirement, and accordingly I will go ahead with the growth.
I understand that, but wheel of life is a balanced concept, right? Where you are trying to tell people that you have different aspects and you have to have a balanced leg on or balanced food on all the areas, right?
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
everything is up to the person, will it not be a skewed one?
Not really. See, as I mentioned initially, the information is available to all. If I know, we'll take 2 to 3 general examples, like health and fitness, everyone knows. Spirituality, everyone knows. What is the use of that? I don't think very few people who are not aware of the concept, but information availability, the role models, the leads, everything is available to everyone. But again, it's a choice of a person whether we enable them, we as in like the family or the friends, or he get influenced. But that why should always and always come from my side. Otherwise, you can push me for few days or few weeks, but I'll not do anything. I mean, by force, nothing can be implemented. It has to come within, that I really want to do this. Then how part is being taken care by the external support.
I completely agree with you. We can't force people to do anything.
Yeah.
Ma'am, if I have two areas, okay, work and
Mhm.
relationship. So when I jot it down in that wheel of life, these two are influencing each other, right? My
Yeah, they are
relationship is
interconnected.
influencing. So
Yes,
how
they
do
are
you address that?
interconnected. So, see, it is like a person living in different roles. If you see from morning till evening before you go to sleep, before you are awake, you're not in conscious state. You don't know what has happened in the deep sleep. So that's the unconscious state where your mind, subconscious mind actually works. So spirituality plays a major role while developing your subconscious because it doesn't understand the logic. But once you are awake, then you have that consciousness. I have a family, I have health to take care, I need to go to my work. Oh, I have some urgent like financials, you can say things coming up which I need to plan. So that awareness phase has different aspect. And being a social, you can say a person, human being can not live in isolation because we are all emotions based. If we are living in isolation, then we will miss out all those things. So but at the same time, the connect and disconnect, where to connect and where to disconnect, that's a thing which is like getting more popular in you can say, you see a lot of videos and educational things like, if you're coming from office, you have some stress, you should drop that stress and don't take it home. Similarly, if you have something at home, you should not take it at your work. But how is it possible? How you can do it? So for doing that, your mind and your value system should be upgraded. You should understand, and nobody can teach you. Take my words. Only the guidance can be taken, but I have to take a conscious decision. I need a change in my life. I want to do something. Then things can take ahead. Otherwise, if I say I will change your life, I will do something for you, that's a false statement. Nobody can do that. But again, if one person decides that let me start taking care of my, you can say, education. So there you reach out to the mentors, you understand like what is the requirement, how I can go for that course and other details you acquire. So that is part of your planning, and then a realistic check. If I say I want to do that, but is it possible for me to do that or not? Realistically, we have to do that check also, because if I say I can climb the Mount Everest, but does my health allow that? That only doctor can say. Rest of the things came later, right? So that ways, one has to make a balance of that. But again, saying the famous quote we generally share with people during our coaching sessions. If you can't run, at least you should jog. If you can't jog, you should walk. If you can't walk, you should stand. But do something, just not talk about it. Yesterday, I was just watching a podcast. So beautifully, they have explained like the rain and the news which is spreading around for Delhi NCR. Rain is never a curse, right? We all look forward for rain. It's beautiful. It's a natural thing. But we human have not made appropriate, you can say, the environment or the structure to take care of that. And we are cursing it's raining, that's why we are in problem. So that is a reality in other areas also. We are asking too much. We only play around with nature. It was beautiful, right? We constructed the buildings and all. So our requirement has increased. So the reality is how much I can attain and what is my requirement, that one has to decide. Whether it is education, whether it is family, or any area of wheel of life. So that requirement has to be pre-decided before you go for that journey.
Perfect, perfect.
Ma'am, I know that you're writing your second book. Can you just tell us a few things about the book?
See, this wheel of life is very close to my life because I can connect very well. In fact, every individual can connect, but I find it so interesting that I get in touch with different people from different areas as in geography wise, work wise, age wise. So, and I have conducted like 15, 16 questions out of this wheel of life area only. So what is their journey, how they have come out of that? So everyone has same question, but the beauty is they have their different stories and experiences to share, which gives a very unique flavor for an individual. Like if we go through the answers, it's a excellent learning. when we interact with people, nothing can be better, you can say, teacher. Everyone has their unique experiences and stories to share. So it's going good. Probably I may complete it by Diwali or so. So target is like by November, I can give at least the first ready draft. Let's see.
Wonderful, wonderful. We are excited. We are waiting for it. And the
Thank you so
final
much.
question which I want to ask is, if anyone like me or any of the viewers, if they are interested to be a part of your coaching sessions, so how could I contact you?
So my presence in social media is majorly on LinkedIn, but I have an account in Instagram also. And there my email ID is mentioned, the phone number is available, so people can get in touch. Otherwise, Vikram is the center point. He can be contacted if people wants to get in touch.
Okay. So thank you, Miss Monika. It was a wonderful session on a new concept, which is, I think, very much new for many of the viewers and audience also. That is Wheel of Life. And what I have understood from overall conversation is Wheel of Life is something prioritizing our own growth based on different areas. Like in life, there are many areas where we want to grow, maybe personal, professional, financial, in education sector, spiritual wise, or in any areas. If we want to grow, we must know the growth track, like where we exist now, where we want to reach in future, and what are the assessment and what are the procedure we can take in action, so that we can make the wheel of life in a balanced way to grow and build our life in a much better way. Also, wheel of life is a concept of self improvement and self development, as you said. And to reach this self development, what you have said, that the goal setting is very important. We must be clear that what is our goal, why we want to reach higher in certain areas, and how we are going to implement. So you have said a very good thing, that we need a discipline, we need implementations, and then we need perseverance, like how we have to reach to some places using this wheel of life. And this wheel of life will surely help us to grow better. But also, if we are new and we are not having ideas how to track this, how to go for this, then we must go for some coaches advice, and they can guide us better. So I think it was a very wonderful concept for knowing the importance of growth in life and what are the areas where we want to grow. That tracking is very much important through this wheel of life. So yes, wonderful knowledge you have shared, and I think the audience and viewers will get a lot of informations and insights from this conversation. So thank you so much, Monika, for coming here and sharing a lot of wonderful knowledge about wheel of life. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.